Hello my lovelies, how's everyone doing today? We're gonna make molasses cookies. I'm gonna milk the holidays just a little bit longer. These cookies became my favorite this holiday season. They're beautiful, they look store-bought, they're fabulous. And the mix of spices for me is just perfect. Sometimes molasses cookies can be a little bland or sort of biting, and to me the mix of spices is perfect. I have all the ingredients laid out. I'm gonna show them to you. We're gonna mix them together and show you how easy it is. Hang with me, let's make some cookies today. Gonna do a little handheld here this morning to show you the ingredients. This is 1½ sticks of soft butter, 1/3 cup sugar, 1/3 cup brown sugar, which we're going to cream pretty thoroughly. And then we're going to add 1 egg yolk, a teaspoon of vanilla, and combine those. And then we're gonna mix in 1/2 cup unsulfured molasses. Once that's all combined, we're going to go over here to our dry ingredients. I have them all laid out so you can see them. Let me get my list so I give you the right amounts. The recipe, by the way, of course, will be in the description. I have 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, 1 1/2 teaspoon ginger, 1/2 teaspoon cloves, and 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. We're going to mix those together on the wax paper and pour those in once everything else is incorporated. Let's get started. We are going to cream our butter and our sugars. Stand mixers are notorious for shooting things to the sides, so you do need to take the time, if you're using a stand mixer instead of a hand mixer, to stop and scrape things down to make sure nothing is getting mixed. Missed. It is getting mixed, not missed. Okay, there's no loose sugar bits there. Everything looks pretty smooth, so we're good to move on to the next step, which is to add 1 egg yolk, all of it, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Scrape those down. Now we're going to add 1/2 cup of molasses. Just pour it in. This is my little unusual cooking tip that I have. This cup in my hand right here, I'm going to put it where you can see it. It's from a 1/2 cup serving of applesauce. I like them, so I have them occasionally. When I do, I save the cup because they are exactly 1/2 cup. And when I need to measure something like molasses or oil or mayonnaise, 1/2 cup, I use that and then I just throw it away. Okay, we want that incorporated really well. Now, on the paper over here, we have all of our spices and flour, and I'm just taking a minute with a measuring spoon, whatever you want, just to mix everything in together on the paper so we don't have anything isolated. We don't want anyone to feel lonely. We want everyone to be a part. And we're just going to dump the dry ingredients in. That flour and all those lovely spices. We're going to give them, these get kind of a quick mix. You just want to make, that was funny. Not exactly starting off with a quick mix. All right, like you've never done that. All right, we're going to start off on low. Try that again. Look at there, it worked. Oh, that's funny. This is why my channel is called Roseanne Can. because I do stuff like that on a regular basis, and if I can do it, you can do it. In spite of. Now we're gonna turn it up. Just for a second to get everything incorporated. That's about all we want right there. We're gonna do another quick scrape. Boy, my countertop's white. Not supposed to be. All right. Ooh, the smell is yummy. I feel like the holidays are back. They're back. All right, one last mix. Okay, that is what the cookie dough looks like. That was funny. Okay, my flour flurry has been cleaned up. I put the dough in a smaller bowl. I normally wouldn't do that, but I wanted you to be able to see it, and you can't see down into my big mixing bowl. So this is the dough. This will make about 2 dozen. I have a bowl here with just some granulated sugar that I'm gonna roll the cookies in before I put them on my cookie sheet that is lined with parchment paper. I have a 2 tablespoon measuring cookie scoop, 2 tablespoon size. I also have a cup with just some water in it, because occasionally this will become sticky and the dough will start sticking. If that happens, I just dip it in the water and give it a swirl, and that takes care of it. Maybe every 6 or so cookies, whenever it needs it. So I'm gonna take the scoop, I'm gonna scoop the dough just up against the side of the bowl, kind of packing it in a little bit, and I'm gonna dump it into the sugar. I'm gonna roll it around in the sugar like so. Put it on the parchment sheet, and I just give it a small pat. I don't flatten it. I just find that if I give it a small pat, the shape comes out a little nicer. So that's all. So that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna keep doing this. I generally put 8 on a cookie sheet. Probably could get away with 10. They don't spread a whole lot. The dough's really easy to work with. And I just pack it in the 2 tablespoon scoop. I love the scoop because my cookies come out so pretty. Little pat, little pat, little pat, little pat. Just to say, nice guy, thank you for being so pretty. It's always nice to talk to your food. Uh-oh, a little bit of sugar. All right. That's my first tray of 8, all ready to go in the oven. They're gonna go in the oven for 11 minutes. Boop, boop, boop. Everybody's happy? Let's see, this is what we got going into the oven for 11 minutes on 375 preheated oven. This is the first batch just out of the oven. They took exactly 11 minutes. I always think they're beautiful. They're round, they're perfectly cracked, and they're luscious. I'm gonna let them cool on the tray for just maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then move them to a cooling rack. Okay, we have 2 batches out of the oven. They've cooled off for just a few minutes on the cookie sheet, and then I move them to the plate. We're almost having a winter day here in Florida. It's in the low 50s at 9 o'clock in the morning. These cookies smell heavenly, even though there's still a batch in the oven. I'm gonna start now. I have my coffee, which is ready. I have a screen porch just a little bit away. I'm gonna take a cookie and my coffee and go sit on the porch and just enjoy the coolness of the morning. Let's see how these turned out. They look really good. Little sprinkle of sugar on the top. Perfect morning for this. Really chewy in the inside, but the edges have that little crispiness to them. And the sugar, just a tiny sprinkle of sugar on the top. It's really good. Yeah. Okay. Not the healthiest breakfast, but a cookie and coffee it is today. I hope you enjoy your morning or your day, wherever you are. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to see you back. I appreciate you hanging with me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.